Welcome to Main Event Caterers. We're excited to have you on the team. This is our onboarding video. There's a lot of information here. Take the time to pause or re-watch the video to make sure you have absorbed the information. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. We want to make sure you know our policies and our expectations of you. Who are we? Main Event Caterers began humbly when its two co-owners connected in 1995. Nancy Goodman brought to the table an excellent sales background. Joel Tavot is a Swiss-born chef who spent time in Costa Rica and Mexico perfecting his craft. Almost instantly, Nancy determined she could sell the great food Joel made, and the company sprang into life. They started small in Georgetown, Washington, D.C., and steadily grew their company the right way so as to never lose sight of their purpose, to bring truly exquisite catered food to the Washington, D.C. region. Since their start, they have grown their business tremendously and are now amongst the catering elite in Washington, D.C. As we grew as a company, we outgrew the original space in Georgetown and moved our base of operations to Shirlington, Virginia. We became more and more interested in the movement to be green and environmentally friendly. Our internal mantra became catering with a conscience. We initiated projects such as rainwater reclamation, urban beekeeping, filtering and bottling our own water, and recycling and composting initiatives. Among our proudest moments is being awarded National Caterer of the Year by Catering Magazine in 2010. To see the list of numerous other awards we have won, we encourage you to visit our website, www.maineventcaterers.com. Our core values: commitment to exceeding the expectations of our team and our guests, respect for the feelings and beliefs of others, excellence against which all others are measured, appreciation for everything we have and a strong need to pay it forward, transparency by conducting business and relationships in an honest, sincere, and straightforward manner, excitement for our work, having fun, and enjoying everything we do. These are the values we live and die by. Each person must uphold these values to be part of our company. Contacting us. As a catering staff member, we prefer you to contact us via email. We also use CaterXpert as our system to staff you, and we will talk about that in detail in just a second. We have a staff line, but the staff line is only for emergencies. Again, only call us on the staff line on emergencies. Main Event also has a primary telephone number, which you should never call. That primary telephone number is for guests and clients. CaterXpert is the website we use to offer you work at our events. It is the one and only way in which we will offer you work and the one and only way in which you will confirm you are working on a specific day for us. By utilizing CaterXpert, we will offer you work by penciling you in for events. You must go into the system and accept or deny each event. This is an on-call job, which means we're not forcing you to work a day, we're penciling you in for a day, and you go in and tell us whether or not you can work that day. We will have some priority dates that we will tell you about well in advance. On these dates, we expect all staff to work. So we'll tell you about them in advance, and we need you to clear your schedule so that you can work for us on those dates. Saturdays are by far our busiest day of the week. Please expect to be working for us on many Saturdays throughout the year. When you go to CaterXpert's page, it will ask you for three things: Caterer ID, User ID, and Password. The Caterer ID is always Main Event. We will give you your user ID, and we will give you an initial password which you can then change. You will type these three pieces of information in, and then you will click Go. This will bring you to the CaterXpert main homepage. Let's talk about some important things on the homepage. First are the navigation buttons in the top right corner. The first button is a picture of a house. This will always take you back to the homepage. So if you're anywhere else in CaterXpert and you want to get back to the homepage, click the picture of the house. The next button is a circle with a P inside. That is the button you hit to set your preferences. The next button is a circle with a key. That is the button you hit to change your password. And the last button is a door closing. That is the button you hit to log out. You must log out each time you use CaterXpert. You cannot just close your internet browser. You log in and then you must log out. Now that we've talked about the navigation buttons, let's talk about the filter. Filter is a very important tool. When you click it, a new window will pop up. You can use this to select the dates you want to look at or the date range you want to look at for all of the events. If you want to look at all the events you worked this year, you could do that. If you want to look at all the events you worked in the last 2 weeks to see what you're going to be paid for, you could do that. If you want to look at all the events you have coming up for the next month, you could do that. In any situation, you would click the filter to figure out what dates you want to look at. Next button of importance is the My Availability button. We will go over this shortly. The bulk of the homepage will show the events you are either confirmed or penciled in for. The first piece of information on an event we've offered you is the date. This is shown in 2 locations. Next is the position you will be working that day. B stands for butler, BT stands for bartender, LC stands for lead chef, and SC stands for sous chef. Next is the start time and the end time of the event, the location the event is at, and the status of the event. Penciled in means we have offered you this job. You would then click on that status and you could click confirm or deny. If you would like to work, click confirm. If you do not want to work, click deny. Lastly is the info button. You would click this info button and it would tell you the uniform. Taken as a whole, looking at this event, you are penciled in for an event on August 6th where you would be a butler. Your call time would be 4:00 p.m. You would be done by 10:00 p.m. and the address would be Wood End Mansion. You would then determine, are you available to work this day? And you would tell us yes or no. Now let's talk about the My Availability page. If you click the My Availability button from the home page, it will take you to a screen that lists out the 7 days of the week and ideally will be all green. Green means you are available to work. White means you are not. You can select each period of the day and select times that you are available or not available to work. In the example above, the person has made themselves available only on weekends. As you can see, Monday through Friday it is white, meaning they are not available, and Saturday and Sunday it is green, meaning they are available. The goal is that you would use the My Availability page to set your availability, so we are only offering you work on days you are interested in working. You can then use this section on the right-hand side to set future availability. That way you don't have to go through each day, but you can copy and paste entire weeks or entire months at a time if you so choose. It is your responsibility to know your schedule. You should log into CaterXpert every day. That way you will always know your schedule and can confirm or deny events that we have penciled you in for. We will be penciling you in for events that are up to 2 months ahead. Please accept or deny them within 36 hours if at all possible, or email us to let us know that you need more time to figure out if you can work that day. Our system is we are penciling you specifically in for an event, so until you tell us yes or no, we're not offering that job to anybody else. We never want to offer somebody a job 2 days from now. Instead, we want to offer them a job with enough time where they can figure out what's going on in their life. But that means when we offer you a job, you have to tell us yes or no as quickly as you can. Canceling events. First and foremost, we expect you to be a professional, which means when you accept an event, you show up to work that day. Canceling an event should only happen in an emergency. If the event is more than 3 days away, email us to let us know. If the event is within the next 3 days, you must call us on the staff line to cancel. So again, if the event is farther out than 3 days, email us. If the event is 3 days or closer, call us on the staff line. And you should only cancel an event in an emergency. Priority dates. Every few months we send out a list of upcoming priority dates that we need as many staff to work as possible. When we send out this list, we expect you to make yourself available to work for us on those dates. Unless you have a very good reason, we expect for you to work for us on those dates. Uniforms. Each butler is responsible for providing and maintaining their own uniforms. We will send you some links we have found that you can purchase good quality uniforms at good prices. The training video entitled Reading the Paperwork and Being a Professional Butler will go into more detail on uniforms. Please watch it as soon as you have completed watching this video. Payment. We pay through direct deposit. We pay every 2 weeks, which is every other Friday. We will send you a list of exact pay dates for the year. Important notes. We consider you an independent contractor, which means we are not withholding any taxes. You will be responsible for paying your own taxes. We do have a workers' compensation insurance plan that we cover you under. We take out 1.5% of your earnings for workers' compensation insurance. Examples. If you worked and you made exactly $100, we would take out 1.5% or $1.50 as workers' compensation insurance. Your direct deposit would be $98.50. If you made exactly $1,000, we would take out 1.5% or $15 as workers' compensation. Your direct deposit would be $985. Again, we are not withholding any taxes from your direct deposit. It will be your responsibility to pay your taxes. Once your starting rate is determined, you will be evaluated yearly with the potential to get a $1 per hour raise. The maximum pay rate for a butler is $20 per hour. So once a butler is making $20 per hour, there is no more potential for raises. They are already making the maximum amount. To get more than $20 per hour, you would have to become an event supervisor, which has a different pay rate. Below you can see the 4 groups of positions we have and the pay ranges for each. Each year, the Director of Service will give you a yearly valuation, and you may receive a raise. The purpose of this evaluation is to let you know where you stand with the company, what we think of your performance this past year, and any improvements we desire of you in the coming year. The yearly evaluation has 4 categories. Those 4 categories are setup knowledge, professional attitude, interacting with guests and coworkers, and work ethic. For setup knowledge, there are 11 things listed on the yearly evaluation. We expect you to learn how to do those 11 things within the first 3 months of working for us. It is your responsibility to learn how to do these things. The onus of learning is on you. We will provide you the opportunity to learn. So, if we expect you to learn these things within the 3 months of working for us, you definitely should know them by the end of the year. Next on the yearly evaluation is professional attitude. This means you show up on time with the correct uniform every time. You carry with you your 4 tools, which are a pen, a lighter, a wine opener, and a smile. Every day you have your 4 tools. You're fully knowledgeable about each event you work. This includes the food being served, including any high allergy ingredients and any alternate meals we could offer the guests. The wine being served, the building or venue you're working in, including where the restrooms are and any special rules the venue has. We do a lot of work in old historic buildings. They have special rules to make sure that the building is protected. If you've never worked in this building before, you need to know the rules, and you also need to know where the restrooms are. So as a professional, you need to find that out. It's as simple as just raising your hand when you get there. Hey, I've never been here before. Can somebody tell me where the restrooms are and make sure I know any of the special rules? Lastly, as a professional, you need to know the timeline of the event. Knowing the timeline will dictate your responsibilities throughout the event. You are allowed to be up to 15 minutes late, up to twice a year, before it starts negatively affecting you on your review. The next part of the yearly evaluation is how do you interact with guests and how you interact with your coworkers. Do you always adhere to our company values at all times? We want to make sure this is the best place to work, and thus, we want to make sure we're not only doing a great job making sure the guests are having a great time, but we also interact well with our coworkers. So, as part of the yearly evaluation, you're judged equally on how do you interact with the guests, but also how do you interact with your coworkers. The last section of the yearly evaluation is work ethic. It can be summed up most clearly by, are you proactive in what you do or are you reactive in what you do? We are looking for people who are proactive. Don't wait for the bar to run out of glasses. If the bar is running low, bring the bar more glasses. If you see something is spilled on the floor, go and clean it up. Don't wait to be told what to do. Be proactive, and as soon as you see something needs to be done, handle it. We have implemented our Service Star Rewards program. It is meant to reward on-site staff for excellent performance and service at events. We do this by giving out Service Star points. On-site staff can collect these Service Star points and then turn them in for rewards and prizes. As reward options, you can turn in 10 points for a gift card worth $20 to either Target or Starbucks. You can turn in 20 points for what we call date night, which is 2 movie passes to any AMC theater. 50 points is cash money. We will give you a crisp $100 bill. 100 points, Family Day at Six Flags. We'll give 4 day passes for you and your family to go to Six Flags. And 250 points is a brand new TV, a 50-inch flat screen TV. Each day you work for us, you'll be working in a different building. As caterers, we throw parties all over the place. To make it simple, everybody always meets at the truck. So if your call time is 4 o'clock, you should be at the truck at 4 o'clock, ready to help unload the truck. We have some other videos that we definitely want you to watch as soon as you can. The first one is reading the paperwork and being a professional butler. As soon as you've completed watching this video, please watch that video. Then, we want you to watch videos on setting up a dining room table, on setting up a bar, on boxing a table with linen, and we will be coming out with lots of new videos all the time. Stay tuned for many more to come. Thank you for watching our onboarding training video. Take this knowledge with you and have a great time at our events. Again, if you have any questions, we encourage you to watch the video a second time, and then you can email us if you have any questions after that.